So these are the Sunshine Forever coasters, and the one stitch that I want to show you how to make is this particular stitch here, which is a modified bead stitch. So as you can see, it looks a little bit like a turban and just adds a really interesting textured effect to the coaster. So the thing about this modified bead stitch is it uses a stitch from the previous round instead of the current round. So I'll just get a coaster that I've started on. Just going to pull back to the last modified bead stitch in the round. So we are using the post of the double crochet stitch from the previous round that you can see there. So I've already worked the other modified bead stitches in the round. So it's just this last one here that we're going to make. So the first thing we want to do is yarn over, and then we're going to insert the hook around the back of the post of that double crochet stitch from the previous round. Then yarn over, and I'm going to start wrapping loops around that post of the stitch. So I'm going to pull through a loop. So I've got 3 on the hook, yarn over, repeat the process and pull through another loop. So now I've got 5, I want 9 in total. So yarn over, set the hook again, yarn over and pull through a loop. So now I have 7. So I just need to do that one more time. So yarn over and set the hook at the same place again, yarn over, pull through a loop. And now I've got 9 stitches on, 9 loops, on the hook. So what I want to do now is pull through, yarn over and pull the yarn through just the first 8 on the hook, and then yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. So if I turn the work around now, you'll see that we have this turban appearing modified bead stitch. So we'll just pull that out and go again. So again, looking for the double crochet stitch from the previous round, yarn over, insert the hook around the post, so going around the back, yarn over, pull through a loop. And so we want to pull through loops until we have 9 loops on hook, and we're just moving along that post there from the top to the bottom. So yarn over, set the hook, yarn over, pull through a loop. So I've got 5, 7, 9. Now I tend to crochet reasonably loosely, but if you don't and you want a reasonably exaggerated or full appearance with these modified bead stitches, then you might need to pull up a little bit on the hook to loosen those loops before you yarn over and pull through the first 8, and then yarn over and pull through the 2 loops on the hook. So we're at the end of the round, so we'll just quickly do the invisible join as well. So if I remove the loop from my hook, insert the hook from the back to the front, under both the back loop and the front loop, put the loop back on the hook, and then I'm just going to use my hook to pull that loop through, like so, and then just pull on the yarn tail to tighten. It makes it easiest for us to work in the 3rd loop with a seamless appearance for that next round. So if I'm making single crochets, for example, I can just go easily into that 3rd loop like that. If I'm making a single crochet with pickoff, then I can do my chains, however many you want, 3 or 4, and then insert the hook into both the front loop of the single crochet and there's the left leg there of the single crochet V, and slip stitch. And then I can just work into my next 3rd loop along, which is that one, like so. And you can see, yeah, obviously we can work into the next 3rd loops, but yeah, it gives you an idea that it's a more seamless appearance if we do that invisible join.